All right, this screencast is meant to be a quick and simple one to show you how to access and open a new document in Google Drive. So the first is you log into your browser, you open your browser, and if you're using Chrome, you probably have this little apps button there by default. You may have manually taken it away, but if not, you have a link to Drive right here. Now, Google makes it a little confusing because they have separate links for Google Drive, and then they have links for Google Docs and Google Sheets and different options. Just so you know, all of those are within Google Drive. So if you go to Google Docs, you're going to Google Drive as well, and vice versa. So I just know the URL, and you can also do it this way. You can just type in drive.google.com and bookmark that URL. Another way to go about it is to go to Google and use Google as your navigator and just type in Google Drive. And it's always going to be the first one that comes up. So that's how you get there. Once you're in, if you have documents in Drive, you're going to see all this, fancy setup with activity history and, different things going on. You're probably not going to have that. You might have a blank slate, or if you're new to Google Drive, Google might try to force you into doing like an introductory tour, which is great. You go for it. If you want to create a new document, you hit this big red Create button right here, and then hit Document. That's all you got to do. Two sections that you want to fill out. The first is it automatically is considered an untitled document. Just click on that title and you can name it whatever you want. And then hit OK. You can go rename that document in one click anytime you want. You just hover over with your mouse and click. And then you can change your name. And then in here, it's kind of like Microsoft Word. So you type a document as you would in Word. You can do a lot of the same features as well. You can add bulleted lists. You can customize those bullets if you wanted to make something like a checklist perhaps. You can do formatting. And you can do lots of more tricky things, but for now you basically just need that, basic functionality to get started. And then the other thing that's important to understand when you create a new Google Doc is how to share it with other people. Google's sharing settings are a little tricky. They don't make it very user-friendly. So you go to this big blue share button in the right corner and then decide who you want to share it with. So I'm going to share it with my own Google account since I'm logged in under a different one right now. And then there's a couple of other options in the sharing settings that you can select. One here is that you can give someone the privilege to comment on or view your document without being able to actually edit it, which can be really handy if you want to share something for revision, but you don't really want someone in there messing with your actual text and what you're writing. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself full editing privileges. That means that this Google account and me can work on this document in real time at the same time. And then I'm going to hit send. As soon as I hit send, that other account of mine has access to this document. And we can both be in here at the same time editing it. You can share with as many people as you want. And there's a lot of other stuff that you can do with your sharing settings that is a little more confusing. But for now, just know that anytime you want to share a document, you can do it with the email address right here. If you want to remind someone how to get to your document, you can get the shareable link, or you can just copy it right here. And then if you wanted to remind your other Google account how to get to that exact document that you're working on, you can just take that link and you can paste it just like that into an email or anything else. And that would allow anyone that has access to click on it and instantly get to the document. So we're going to close it. And then I've copied that link to my clipboard, that sharing link. So I'm going to hit that link, click on it, pulls up that same document from anywhere on the web. And that's Google Docs, how to access, and some of the basic sharing settings when you're creating a new document.